What's up, everybody? Let's talk about flakes. And I ain't talking about Frosted Flakes or head flakes. I'm talking about being flaky, as in not showing up. I don't expect everybody to be like this, but I've just noticed, especially like recently, it's like a thing now to like a lot of people are flaky. Like they just don't, for like showing up to things or doing things or whatever, they're just like, oh yeah, and they're always like super into it, and they're just like, and then they just don't show up or whatever, which is like not cool. I just don't, this is lame. This is lame. And I understand, there's really nothing better than having plans and then not going. That's like the best feeling ever, when you like have to go somewhere and then like it's canceled or whatever, you don't have, or you just don't go, and you're just like, oh man, I'm so glad I'm doing nothing right now instead of doing what I was supposed to do. I get that, that's, you know, I get it, it's a good feeling. But when it's important, I'll give you an instance. Like a week ago, one of my friends was having a graduation party because she graduated, you know, from college and stuff, so she was having a party. And you know, I said I'd go, and this was like a month ago, because it was like a dual party, because it just so happened her sister, who was younger, just happened to graduate high school at the same time, so they're doing like a double graduation party. Besides the point. It was a while ago, so I was like, she, you know, invited me like a month before it was supposed to happen, so I was like, oh yeah, sure, I'll definitely go. And then the day came, and I was really lazy. I had not slept, I'd worked all day, and I just really didn't want to go, but I was like, you know what? I said I was gonna go. And when I say something, mean it. Gonna show up, not gonna be a flake. And it was like way off in like the hills, and like, you know, 2-lane road. Well, I mean, that might not be a big surprise to most people, but you know, where I live, there's like, you know, I live closer to the city, so it's not in the city, but closer to it, so I'm not used to like 2-lane up windy mountain roads. I mean, I've driven on them, but I'm not used to them. So I'm driving up and following the directions, and you know, I'm going and then I see a sign. And I can't remember exactly what it said, but it said something on, you know, the lines of like, the state is no longer responsible for keeping of the road. And I was like, what is that? I was reading it, I was like, what does that mean? It's just, that means there's no more road. So we're on dirt road. And my car's not an off-road. I mean, it's fine if it's not too intense. But I'm going, and it ends up like, I keep seeing like these private signs like, do not enter, like, and I'm kind of concerned because this is where people have guns and I don't want to get shot. I'm driving around and I see like these guys sitting on the porch, like this big guy with like a big gut, and he's like in overalls and no t-shirt, and there's like, like drinking beers. I'm like, I really hope that's not the party. I really hope, and it wasn't. I kept going. Anyways, ended up finding it. It was a good time. I was glad I went, because none of the other, like, because I was in a class with this girl, none of the people that, we were pretty close, but none of the other people in the class showed up, and like, I ended up having a great time, and it was fun. I ended up staying like way later than I thought I was gonna stay, especially since we were out in the middle of nowhere, and I didn't want to stay that late, but I ended up staying late anyways, which was interesting driving home. But anyways, I had a good time, and I was like, I couldn't believe that I was like, oh, I wasn't gonna come because I was just being lazy and whatever, but it's just, I don't know. When I say I'm gonna show up places, I show up. Some people just say yes because they don't want to be mean, and then they're just like, oh yeah, and then they just don't show up, or like they don't even call, which is really messed up. There are other ways you can go about that. I mean, you can just be like, oh, you know, I'd really like to come, but like, you know, I don't know my work, and if I work, then whatever, you know, even if you don't even work. But it's just a better way than just like not showing, but then saying you're gonna show up and then not showing up. But yeah, people gotta stop being flaky. You gotta stop being flaky. If you're not gonna show up, then say you're not gonna show up. I mean, just don't. If you do, then do, because you said you were. I mean, obviously, if you die, obviously you're not gonna show up or something horrible happens. I mean, like, that's the only reason why I'm not, if I say I'm gonna show up somewhere, there's only a couple reasons why I'm not gonna show up. One, if work gets in the way. I mean, that, you know, work takes priority over everything, you know, you know, we all understand that. 2, dead. Really hope 2 doesn't happen. Don't want to be dead. 3, I see a cat, a feral cat, and I'm chasing it because I want to make it mine. 3rd reason why I won't be there. On time, at least. I'll bring my cat. My new cat. Or scratching my face. I don't know. And I guess another reason, if I see Sasquatch. If I see a Sasquatch, you best be knowing I'm going to be chasing it so I can murder it. Yeah. You gotta murder it, because that's the only way people are gonna believe you. You can't take a picture of it or video of it, because people are just be like, oh, that's fake. You totally faked it, some guy thing. can't deny a body. Remember that if you see a Sasquatch, murder it, otherwise no one's gonna believe you. Regardless if you get photos or recordings of it or whatever. If you don't have a body, they ain't gonna believe you. Let's face it, even if you do bring back a body, they're still not gonna believe you. But yeah, those are the reasons. Job, dead, cat, Sasquatch. Otherwise, show up. Show up if you say you're gonna show up. It's really messed up. It's really lame. And it's like a trend nowadays, and that sucks. And no, stop it. Stop it. Yeah.